Today, we will dive into a journey through time, exploring the intricate events that shaped the fate of two brothers and left an indelible mark on the tapestry of humanity. On this exciting journey, we will unravel the secrets, twists, and lessons that span the ages. It is a narrative full of mystery, betrayal, reconciliation, and, above all, choices whose echo crosses the veil of time. If everything had happened according to Esau's expectations, he would have ascended as patriarch of the Israelites. However, the reality was different. Esau embodied carelessness, enjoying freedom outdoors and not taking life seriously. His relaxed and uncompromising approach turned out to be his tragic ruin. As the firstborn of the twins Isaac and Rebekah, he quickly earned the title of his father's favorite son. But before we dive into this story, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and activate the bell to receive notifications whenever a new video is released. During Rebekah's pregnancy, she faced challenges that were revealed by God. He announced that two nations were in his womb, that one would be stronger than the other and that the elder would serve the younger. The name Esau, meaning hairy, reflected his physical characteristics. At the time of birth, his twin brother grabbed Esau's heel and was called Jacob, which in Hebrew means supplanting, indicating someone who acts cunningly for personal gain. The birth of the twins served as a prophecy for what was to come in their lives, as described in Genesis chapter 25, verses 25 to 28. The first twin born was remarkably reddish and covered by thick hairs, similar to a fur coat, which led to his name Esau. The second twin was born grasping Esau's heel and was called Jacob. As the boys grew up, Esau stood out as a skilled hunter, a man of the fields, while Jacob displayed a calmer temperament, preferring to stay at home. Isaac had a special fondness for Esau, enjoying the delicacies of the wild game he brought home. On the other hand, Rebekah had a special affection for Jacob. On a day when Isaac, already aged and losing his sight, called his eldest son Esau, he expressed his awareness of old age and asked Esau to bring him wild game. Upon hearing this, Rebekah communicated the message to Jacob. When Esau went out hunting, she instructed Jacob to follow her directions. However, Jacob expressed concern, mentioning the physical differences between him and Esau. Jacob's mother replied that she would take the blame, asking Jacob to follow her instructions. Jacob obeyed, brought the goats to his mother, who prepared them in a delicious way. Then she covered Jacob's arms with the goat's skin and offered Jacob the prepared meal, including freshly baked bread. Jacob took the food to his father, posing as Esau, and received the blessing of Isaac. When Esau heard his father's words, he let out a loud and bitter cry, pleading for a blessing. Isaac realized that he had been deceived and declared that Jacob had acted astutely, usurping his birthright and stealing his blessing. Esau, overcome with sorrow, received a limited blessing, and Isaac prophesied about the fate of his sons. Esau harbored a deep hatred for Jacob and planned to take revenge upon his father's death. Determined to prevent the loss of both sons, Rebekah informed Jacob of Esau's violent plans. She advised Jacob to flee to his uncle Laban in Haran and remain there until Esau's anger subsided. Esau, realizing that Isaac had blessed Jacob and sent him away in search of a suitable wife, followed his father's instructions and took a wife from Ishmael's daughters. Jacob, in turn, went to the house of his uncle Laban, where he married and raised a family. Years later, upon returning to Canaan, Jacob feared Esau's vengeance. He sent gifts in advance and prayed to God for protection. Jacob had an encounter with angels of God, sent forth messengers to inform Esau of his arrival and his prosperous state, and prepared generous gifts as an offering to Esau. When Jacob finally met Esau, surprisingly, Esau welcomed him warmly and reconciled with him. Esau refused the gifts, but Jacob insisted. The two brothers wept, demonstrating an emotional reconciliation. Esau accepted the gifts and accompanied Jacob on his return, ensuring his safety. After reconciliation, Jacob and Esau went their separate ways, choosing to live in different areas. Prophets like Jeremiah and Obadiah prophesied about the destruction of Esau's house due to their hostility to Jacob. What lessons can we draw from Esau's life? His concern for earthly things, his exchange of the birthright for a meal, and his late search for blessing reveal the importance of valuing spiritual things over material things. The writer of Hebrews warns against the wickedness exemplified by Esau, pointing out that our actions have lasting consequences. Moreover, Jacob's divine election as the youngest that would serve the elder emphasizes God's sovereignty in our lives. Even before any action of the twins, God had already made his choice. Esau's life is a reminder to prioritize the things of God over earthly things and recognize the importance of our choices. Just as Esau and Jacob went their separate ways, our choices shape our destiny. The history of these brothers reminds us that the decisions we make today reverberate in the future. What reflections can we draw from our own choices? Are we prioritizing the essential or losing ourselves in search of passing satisfactions? Esau's life invites us to consider deeply what we value and how our choices can echo beyond the present. May we ponder the implications of our decisions, recognizing that, like Esau, we sometimes only realize the true nature of our choices when it is too late. If you like this reflection, I invite you to explore more content on our channel. Subscribe, leave your like and activate the bell to receive notifications about new videos. Together, we can continue this journey of learning and reflection. Thank you for being part of our community.